All right, friends, we back again with a new video. It's T-Man. Yes, it's on, you know who? Greg Doucette, man. He's doing a video on our good influencer friend here, Alex Eubank. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on there. So, I got to review this video today and see what's up with Alex Eubank. So, Greg Doucette, the, I don't know what to call these people, man. What am I going to call him? The influencer slave. Yeah, he's an influence slave. He influences other slaves. Yeah, man, I don't know. Greg just said, well, he's an influencer too as well, right? Influencing slaves and stuff. Yeah, the lifting, gym lifting, recruiting, lifting slave himself. Man, he's just everything in the book. So, Alex Eubank calls out the Tren twins. Okay, let's see what he has to say.
I was with them when they were natural, and then I was with them when they first hopped on gear, and I saw the change.
Hey, the Tren twins are doing this.
You saw them when they were natural? The Tren twins were actually natural?
Guy's doing it, this kid's doing it, Chris Bumstead's doing it, Sam Sulik's doing it, Coach Greg did it, and so, hey, I'm going to do it too. It's not the way, it's not the answer. You need to reconsider.
Okay.
Coach Greg, in today's video, Alex Eubank's calling out the fitness industry and in particular the Tren twins. He's sick and tired of people promoting steroids, who are talking about steroids, making it look like it's cool, and this includes the Tren twins, of which he used to be friends with. And so this, an excellent video. I highly suggest you watch Alex do this. I've been talking about this for a long time now, getting sick and tired of what's happening in the fitness industry, and so this is a must-watch.
I don't know what the response is going to be to it, but I'm getting to a point where I really just don't care. And I'm going to start being way more unfiltered because I guess I got nothing. I mean, people already hate on me regardless and talk mad about me, so.
And so Alex, he's unfiltered. He don't give no two shits anymore. He's talking about the Tren twins. He's going to get right into the problems with the fitness industry.
Back then, like in that era of the fitness industry, like 2021 or whatnot, if you were on gear, like it was definitely looked down upon. They were afraid to talk about it because it was looked down upon.
And so back in 21, being on gear was frowned upon. If you talked about it, you were made fun of, you were put down. The natty or nots were very popular, people being outed for being fake natties. The fitness industry was very, very much against it. Then before you know it, everyone started coming out and saying, hey, I'm on gear, I'm on SARMs, I'm on peptides, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And to this day, it's now considered cool. You're in the in crowd. If you brag about being on Tren, on steroids, peptides, SARMs, and you have a promotional code, you're considered the cool ones. People want to be just like you. And so years ago, it was a secret. You lied about being on steroids. Nowadays, kids are literally lying about being on steroids. Did a video about this kid. He's 17, pretends he's 13, 14. Hey, I'm on Tren. Lying about it. He's not even on Tren, but he's lying about it.
I mean, come on, man. I don't know, whatever. Okay, let's just go on with this. Lying about being on Tren. Okay, whatever, man.
It's on tadalafil, peptides, whatever. You guys are promoting it. You see all these kids, they're 19, 20, they're in their early 20s. They're talking, promoting, making it look like it's okay.
After that, which I would say is kind of like the current one we're in.
You know, Alex Eubank, he sounds like he's insecure. Why does he have to be insecure? He's got money. He can eat as much as he wants. Well, I know there's people online, they're watching his videos. They don't have the amount of money that he has to go and eat and build real muscles. So why is he complaining? Because he's cheap? He wants to be like this cheap guy on steroids, taking like, I don't know, man. I just don't understand these people, whatever.
Is the glorifying steroid use era. And I'll say that this started to change.
Glorifying? It's been glorified since I was growing up. Where have you been? Where have you been? What era are you from? Huh?
Like, I'll say it started changing in like 2023.
And so in 2023, it began the glorification.
2023 it began? What is this guy talking about? Steroids been around for decades. Been glorified for the longest time. Bodybuilding, this, that, sports, Olympics.
area of using steroids.
Man, whatever.
This is what we're in right now. You can see it every single day. Guys on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, they're getting more popular than ever by bragging about them using steroids. It used to be they kept it secret, or at the very least, they were just open about it. They were transparent, like, hey, I'm not natural. Guys like Noel Diesel saying, hey, I use steroids, but they're not glorifying it. They're not encouraging you to do it. They're not having a discount code to go and buy steroids or SARMs, peptides, whatever. But today, that is deemed cool. And so what is the end result? Well, teenagers or younger athletes than ever before are now tempted or even using performance-enhancing drugs.
A lot of influencers being on steroids now, being open about it, almost too openly, where some of these guys glorify it. Like,
And so they're literally
Why not? They're doing it. They're doing drugs, like people glorifying doing, I don't know, marijuana, smoking marijuana in broad daylight now all over the street and everything. Or drinking alcohol, open can of alcohol.
glorifying steroids. I'm using Tren. Look at my physique with the cool music coming on. Check me out. I put on...
Yeah, because they're having fun. They're using a drug to create something fake, artificial, and having fun with it. That's what they're doing. I don't know, like I said, if you want to build something real, you build whatever you want. It's up to you. This world is a very artificial world you live in these days, man. So does it really matter? I don't know what people are doing out there. They're going to do what they're going to do. Who cares? I don't really care what they're doing. I just do what's best for me. And I suggest everybody do what's best for them.
50 pounds of muscle. I use steroids. Yes.
Yeah.
It's one thing to say, look,
I knew a lot of people doing steroids in the past, especially in the, 80s and 90s. Wow, people really did a lot back then. It was, I don't know, maybe now too, because, population has increased. People know about steroids. They're doing them more maybe now than ever. Who the hell knows? I don't know. Probably, yeah. They're even doing other things like peptides and this and that, and modulators, these... energy modulators, a whole bunch of stuff now. There's all this new stuff they're introducing. There's new stuff being invented or created every day.
I'm not natural, and so the results I got are better than you're probably going to expect because I am not natural. I don't want you to think that I achieved this physique naturally. That is a big difference in saying, I'm taking this, I'm taking that, look at me, I'm cool.
I'm speaking of this because I genuinely fear for the future of this and the people consuming this.
He fears for the future of this? He genuinely cares. What does he care about? He's so insecure. He's upset because people are making fun of him. He's small, got small arms, this, that. He just looks like the average dude. But he's a nice looking dude. He's a Chad. He's a nice looking guy. And he's not fat. He's got an okay looking physique. I don't know.
Shit, bro, because they're going to ruin their lives.
Alex generally fears for the young athletes.
What is he complaining about? He doesn't care about the young guy. He doesn't care about people out there. Give me a break, man.
The temptations are going through what social media is doing. I feel the exact same way. You'll notice this in my videos. If you watch my content, you'll see how much I discourage the younger athletes to be using steroids.
Oh, yeah, like Greg really cares. I discourage them from using all these steroids and this and that, but yet he's out there pushing like testosterone, which is a steroid and everything that will be banned soon by WADA. Why? Because it's a drug.
Stop following these young athletes.
Brother.
These supplement companies are literally promoting these guys. They're just...
Oh, these supplement companies are promoting these guys. Yeah, but that's what they do. They've been doing it forever. It's all fake. It's all fake.
Discount code, use this, use that, 20% off. Buy these peptides, buy these SARMs. And they're kids, they're teenagers. It's ridiculous.
These kids who are watching this stuff are like, oh, I want to be like my favorite
Oh my God, what is he whining about, man? This guy is lucky he looks the way he does. Jesus.
Influencer who's openly open about promoting hella gear usage. So maybe I should do the same thing.
Look at Alex, man. Alex Eubank. Popular influencers, got like over 1 million subs or whatever. He's making shitloads of money. He's able to afford this house and everything with his YouTube channel alone, man. His looks have paid for all of this. His looks. And he's complaining on top of it. It's not enough. It's not enough. Jesus.
Like that.
And so imagine, people now want to be like their favorite YouTube influencer. For example, perhaps it's Sam Sulek. Now, Sam is not glorifying steroids, but he is, in fact, an example of what...
No, Sam Sulek is doing what's best for him, okay? He's in the bodybuilding world. I don't know what you people are. You're so crazy jealous of these people. He's got over 3 million subs. He does nothing. He just does little workout videos. And he poses. That's it. Workout video and pose. And he talks in a car driving around.
You could look like if you use steroids, if you have amazing genetics. And so it's one thing for Sam to have that physique, but notice he doesn't even say that he's on it. He's in.
You know the funny part? Now that they have all this money, they've done all this stuff, they've influenced where now they have this money. They can actually go and build real muscles by eating real food and getting adaptations and doing real bodybuilding and eating real food and building real muscles. But no, they don't want to do that. They want to continue in this behavior of fake. Alex Eubank, he can afford to eat as much as he wants. He could be eating all day and lifting and building real muscles if that's truly what he really wants to do. But he doesn't want to. He wants to complain.
Taking anything. He's not saying he's bragging about taking Tren, but there are
Real men don't complain. They go out and do. They don't complain.
other guys. For example, the Tren twins. The name itself promotes Tren. They're cool. They have over 1 million followers. They're getting tons of views. People love these guys. And so the fact that they're called the
They're entertainment, man. They're pure entertainment. But at what cost? See what I mean? They're entertaining you, but the cost that they're entertaining you is them. Their health is going to probably be messed up. I don't know. Maybe they have no testicles left. Who knows? Maybe they'll be on TRT the rest of their life if they continue in this behavior. Who the hell knows?
Tren twins makes more people want to use Tren. They're talking about it, bragging about it. Imagine if they had a different name, the bodybuilder twins.
Yeah, they call themselves Tren twins, but they're probably not even taking Tren. They're taking something else. So there you go.
And they didn't talk about the fact they were using steroids.
Yes, use a fisheye lens so that they look bigger than life. Okay.
That would make fewer people want to take steroids. Worse than that are other YouTubers who are literally showing the needles that they're taking in their images. I've done videos on these young athletes. They're showing the needles. They're showing the peptides they're taking. They're saying they're taking SARMs. They're talking about taking this, taking that. This is doing horrendous things to the young athletes.
And the thing is, like, you can take gear healthy, yeah, I'll say that. If you're like CBUM level, you have like all the money to like get the blood work, the doctors, all that.
And listen,
Yeah, CBUM, you have all the money to eat real food all day, all night to build real muscles, but not going to do it. Not going to do it. See what I mean? Not going to do it.
Alex is saying, perhaps CBUM is doing healthy. He's not.
Whatever.
What can a CPIM certification do for you? How about
Healthy. He's not. You can lie, you can pretend, you can have 20 million followers. There is no way to abuse steroids in a safe way. There are safer ways, but it's not safe. When you're using drugs, performance-enhancing drugs, even if you're being monitored by a doctor getting blood work, it's not healthy. Just because your blood work isn't too bad doesn't mean it's as good as if you didn't do it. And so if you think that you can abuse steroids and be a Mr. Olympia champion in a healthy way, you're full of shit. You can't do it. For example, if you're using 500 milligrams of Tren, it's a little more unhealthy than if you're using 200 milligrams of Tren. But any Tren, 200, 120, all bad. Get it?
I lived with the twins, and this is not me hitting on them, bro. They were my brothers at one point, and like I was with them when they were natural, and then I was with them when they first hopped on gear, and I saw the change and how it happened.
And so Alex, who was with the Tren twins, he saw the changes. When they were natty, when they were enhanced, they were using fake bunk gears back when I was coaching them. Remember, they're using fake gear. I was not the one that sold them. Some people started a rumor that I was doing this. I was not doing this. And so clearly they're not on fake gear now. You've seen the results. You've seen the changes.
You're literally trying to fix a short-term issue that's going to give you a long-term issue. It just makes no sense to me. And it's different. Again, if you're competing and you're like a C-mom, yeah, go ahead.
I don't think it's different. Just because you're competing doesn't give you the excuse of, I need to take steroids. If you're 19 or 20 years of age, remember, Chris Bumstead started taking steroids at 18. Just because he said, hey, I want to compete, doesn't mean you get the carte blanche. You can use any steroid that you want. No. When you're 18 or 19 years old and you're competing, you should be doing natural. I started competing in high school. I was also 18 years of age.
You should be doing natural. Look at Greg. Wow, look at those genetics. Isn't he handsome? Wow, he's a Chad, bro. He's a Chad, man. Look at Greg. Greg thinks now with steroids, they made him a Chad, but his woman left him because the face is ugly.
One while being natural. I did 42 shows natural.
No, man, it's yeah, I don't know. It's 42. He did 42 natural. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just, yeah, I don't, yeah. He might have done some natural in the beginning there when you saw him. You know, it's subjective bodybuilding, yeah, but he's hit the gear right away.
And so if you're saying you're being a hypocrite,
This is gear right here. That was natural.
use steroids. Yeah, well, do 42 shows and then come and see me about using steroids. 42 bodybuilding competitions, natural. And not just bodybuilding, I was competing in powerlifting, I was doing all kinds of things. I was learning my body, learning exactly what I need to do. And eventually, when I hit my natural genetic limit, I did decide to use steroids. That's obviously a mistake, but I did it.
Or even points where like some of the stuff that they would take, like I could see it changing their mental, bro, at one point when they were, not on the right stuff.
And so not only is it affecting you physically, it's affecting you mentally, socially, clearly, avoiding your friends. So do you really want to go that route, especially at a young age? Now remember, Tren twins, have they competed in a bodybuilding competition? They've never done one. Will they do it? Maybe. Couldn't they have done their first show natural? Thinking, no, you need to use steroids to be in the Olympia. Well, can't you start by competing natural, perhaps in a natural federation? Or just get your feet wet, see if you actually like it. What if the Tren twins compete and they hate it? Once they get below 6% body fat, they're like, my life sucks. They perhaps develop an ED, they rebound back, they gain 50 pounds, they're unhealthy, their blood work shows absolutely horrendous side effects, and they say, wow, we're never bodybuilding again. Then, will they have regrets for the rest of their life? And what if they need to be on HRT forever? What if they have erectile dysfunction?
So I posted a TikTok kind of even talking about this.
What if? They will, most likely they'll get these things if the longer they stay on it. The more the how should I put, the problems, they're harder to reverse. Yeah.
First place, people say, Alex, you're one to talk, but you always have talked about wanting to hop on gear.
And so the fact that Alex always talked about wanting to hop on gear, do you not see the side effects of people talking about it? Alex is
The funny thing is, a lot of these people, they don't even know how to use gear to its maximum on very small dosages can create these looks. They don't know how to use it. They don't know how to use it properly. That's their problem. And that's when they run into problems. Yeah.
did and wanted to do steroids. Why? Because he's trying to fit in with people who are on gear. If no one were on steroids, if there were no one else to be compared to, if there weren't unrealistic beauty standards.
Because he's small. Because in a shirt, this doesn't show in a shirt.
Do you think he would want to take steroids? Of course not. He already looked amazing. He already had.
It looks good. It looks good on camera when you're really skinny. But when you're wearing an extra small shirt, that really brings out the size, doesn't it?
The Greek god aesthetics. And so why would he be tempted to take steroids? Well, I'll tell you why. Because on Instagram, YouTube, and so on social media, you're being shown the top 1% of the top 1% physiques. The best.
Winning this prestigious competition for any...
The top 1% physiques. The best of the best. And so Alex, clearly a victim of seeing these types of physiques, also wanting to and tempted to use steroids.
I actually am worried for the people consuming this type of content that is being glorified.
If you're a parent watching this, or if you're a teenager right now...
Yeah, and he's so concerned about people... absorbing this content, yes, okay.
Now understand that you watching people using steroids are going to make you more likely to want to take them. You're going to think it's normal. Hey, the Tren twins are doing this guy's doing it, this kid's doing it, Chris Bumstead's doing it.
And all these people are doing it, the ones that he's naming off. And what about it? Why don't they stop doing it? The ones that are doing it, Greg, like you and everybody else, who are glorifying it, why don't you stop doing it? You keep talking about everybody else what they shouldn't be doing, but what about what you should be doing and everybody else out there that's on it? Why don't you go off your whatever, steroids, TRT, whatever? Want to know why? Because nobody would see you. Nobody sees you. That's why you need steroids. Alex Eubank, everybody sees him and they're jealous of him. He doesn't need steroids, really. These other people like the manlet twins, they're not seen, and so they need steroids. The manlet Greg Doucette, you're not seen. The manlets are not seen. So you need these drugs to be seen. That's your problem. That's why in bodybuilding, a lot of the people there, when you stand up next to them, they're all manlets. They're small people. Why are they so small in bodybuilding? And then you have a very select few that are actually really tall, maybe even 6 feet. There's not that many, but the majority of them are all manlets. And the manlets are the ones that want to take the steroids. Why is that? Because they suffer from the manlet syndrome, dude. Napoleon complex.
Sam Sulik's doing it. Coach Greg did it. And so, hey, I'm going to do it too. It's not the way. It's not the answer. You need to
I don't know if Sam Sulik is doing it. He's never said he's done anything. What are you talking about?
Consider.
You look at people who take steroids, look at their before when they're natural, and then their after, even after just a few years. Look how...
I like this one. They're before natural when they didn't even put effort into it or put any work into doing their body, and they just simply took a drug for cosmetic purposes. Of course they're going to look different, duh.
fast it ages you. It makes you literally kind of look ugly.
Very true.
Does it age you and make you look ugly? Steroids? Well, yeah. Can age you. Definitely can age you. Yeah. Why does it age you? The question is this. Why do steroids, if you take steroids, why does it age you? What makes it age you? He says people look ugly. They start looking ugly. What's making them look ugly? It's not, is it the steroids or is it the lifting of the weights in the gym? What is making them look ugly exactly?
The before and afters, there's this guy, just did a video on him. It was like a 6-month transformation. It looks like he aged 5 years. You see all this acne, literally the body speaking out in Braille saying, please stop. And this also can be done.
What's causing it? Is it the toxicity or is it the hormone? Most likely it's the toxicity that is causing DNA damage. That's what you're getting. You're getting DNA damage there. He says they look ugly, they look aged. Most likely DNA damage.
At very, very low doses. I'm seeing the changes and I'm like, is this actually better? Remember, bigger isn't always better. Just because you have more muscle doesn't mean you look better.
Be natural, stay healthy, bro. Don't care about none of that shit. Life is so much deeper and more important than just lifting weights and being the strongest, biggest guy. There's so much more to life.
Yes, I'm going to have to agree with Alex Eubank. There's more to life than lifting and being bigger and having muscles, guy. I only use lifting now for specific purposes to regenerate my body, to reverse aging. That's about it. Stay young, reverse aging, wear off senescent cells, and let's say myogenic decline. How about that? That's the reason that's what I use lifting for now. I don't do it to entertain people, for entertainment purposes only. If I had to entertain people on my channel, then I would never get to have the freedom to do what I want to do. I'd have to do what other people want me to do. And they all want me, hey, go to the gym, lift a heavy weight, entertain us with lifting a heavy weight and all that. And that's not going to do anything for me, especially at this point in stage in my life. I need to regenerate now. What is lifting heavy weight going to do? It's not going to regenerate me. It's going to deteriorate me. So I don't want to be lifting the heaviest weight all the time in the gym, constantly lifting. Plus, you lose your mobility lifting heavy weights, especially as you get older. They weaken you. They mess up your body. The repair mechanism in your body doesn't work so well. Heavy weights weaken you. They corrupt you. You won't be able to climb steps and run fast and do a bunch of stuff if you keep lifting heavy weight as an older person.
That life has to offer.
And listen, there's natural supplements out there. If you haven't even tried GO2 Max,
See, there's natural supplements that are out there, Turk Builder, but yet it's going to be on the banned WADA list, he said soon, because they consider it a steroid. But Greg says, don't worry, it's natural. Get it? Yeah. Man, this is whatever.
Turk Builder, Acti Builder, Creatine, there's so many
Acti Builder, Creatine, Turkesterone, even though they're going to be on there. They say they work as steroids. WADA's going to place them on the list. He says, get them before they're gone, right? So he wants to sell you something unnatural, a steroid that's going to be banned by WADA. So he's saying it's natural because, well, it's natural now because it's not banned by WADA, but once it's banned, it's unnatural. Is that it?
natural substances, products. You got your Seco protein bars. You got the cookbooks to help you look aesthetic. It's not all about being...
Look aesthetic and all these things. Yeah, get skinny, look aesthetic. Eat these candy bars and all that. That's not going to build the muscle. That's not... Candy bars and these pills, they're not going to build muscles, bro. That's just stupid.
Huge. It's more about being aesthetic, having 15% body fat, something real.
See, it's more about being skinny. Let's be realistic here. You're lazy. You don't have any money. You're not going to eat. And so it's easier to get skinny because since you don't have any money, you can starve yourself. Starving yourself doesn't cost you anything, and destroying your health in the process because you want to look aesthetic.
Something healthy, that is going to give you a desirable physique. You don't need to be 250 pounds of muscle to attract girls of the opposite sex. Coach.
What? How is 250 pounds of muscle going to attract girls of the opposite sex if you have an ugly face? Like Greg. That's ridiculous. Look, Coach Greg, he's going to sell you something called GO2 Max, some garbage. A little pill. Remember Jack and the Beanstalk? He went to the market with a cow, and he traded the cow for what? 3 magic beans. Yeah, that's the same thing right here, dude.
Greg, 15% off. And remember, if you don't...
You take your money and you sell it, you buy these magic beans instead to spend it at the buffet.
have money, got a free diet and training program. Have you gotten that yet? Close to 100,000 people have.
Ooh.
Become one of the 300,000 plus newsletter subscribers. Head to the website, code Greg, 15% off.
Post a TikTok of like your PR or your physique, and there's just going to be everyone in the comments just tearing you apart saying, oh, I benched this when I was 17 years old, or you should get bigger arms, or you're small.
So think of it. People were literally mogging Alex Eubank at the gym. Look at how small he is compared to me. What do you think that does to people? It encourages them to use steroids. People make fun of me. Look how small Coach Greg is.
They're mogging him? I don't know about him being small or anything, but I don't know, man. He should just do what's best for him, whatever. He's a Chad, bro. They're jealous, okay?
Literally 185 pounds of muscle at close to 7% body fat at 48, and I'm not big enough? Oh.
But you're a manlet, Greg. Come on.
Look at this guy. He used to have a lot of muscle. And so if people think that I'm small and they look at themselves and they're smaller than me, they're going to also feel small. You need to stop making fun of people for not having enough size.
These kids are literally like 20 years old, 19, 20. 5 of them. Every single one of them was on steroids, bro. And you would never even tell it.
Exactly. Just because you're on SARM, steroids, and so on, doesn't mean you're going to look jacked. You see the top transformations, the guys that put on 50 pounds of muscle in a year from taking steroids, these are very, very rare. Most people who take steroids, you can't tell they work out. They look below average. Why are they taking steroids? They want to look average. They don't like the way they look in the mirror. They perhaps have body
They want to look average? That's why they're taking steroids, huh?
dysmorphia, and so those are generally people taking it. And so a great message from Alex Eubank. Please go and check him out. Give him a follow. He's preaching a good message. He's certainly explaining
Yes, they were below average.
things exactly the way I see it. The fitness industry is becoming very toxic. There's the glorification of steroids. It has to stop. And so let me
Ooh, the ugly truth.
know in the comment section, do you agree with me? Is there a glorification of
I saw that video previously when he was complaining about all that kind of stuff, but whatever. He's always complaining about things. He has it so good, yet he has to complain. I don't know.
steroids? Have you noticed the changes? Can you see how it's different in 2024 than it even was 1 year ago? The changes are not for the better. It needs to stop. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost.
I know people that could just wish to have Alex just half the amount of money that Alex has so they can build themselves up naturally. Because they can't eat, man. That's the problem with people out there. If you can't afford to eat, you can't build your body. Anyways, tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'll see you in the next video, friends. Yes, the Tren twins messed up. See? They're all messed up. They're always messed up. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends.